Okay, hand signals. So up until this point, what we've been basically doing is just taking a treat, luring the dog around by the nose, and it's fair enough to wonder at a certain point, is the dog actually learning anything, or is he just following the treat around? So we're going to find out right now because we're going to start to introduce hand signals. So before we do that, I just have to show you what the hand signals are, which is very simple. They're just like this. Sit, down, or in this case, initially we're going to go down. We're going to bend over because we're going to help the dog get to the down position. Sit, down, and stand. Okay, so those are the hand signals. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull Newman in, and I'm going to set him up to learn hand signals. He's never done this before, so let's see how it goes. Come. So I'm going to start with him by just warming him up. Sit, down, sit, stand, down. Good boy. I just want to warm him up a little bit. So what I'm going to do now, instead of holding the treat this way as I have been, I'm going to put it between my fingers like this so that I can make the hand signal. And you'll notice that when I go sit, my treat follows the same path of motion as it did before, except now there's a lot of visual emphasis on the hand. Down. On the down, I'm going to release the treat on the ground. I want the puppy to start orienting to the ground to get the treat and away from my hand. Sit, because I don't want to bend over forever. Sit. Stand. Down. Good boy, good boy. And I'm going to give him, every second or third iteration, I'm going to give him a little bit of a reward. And I'm going to do this a bunch. Sit, stand, sit, down. Nice, good boy, Newman. This is the first step. There's 2 more steps to this. Newman, sit, down, stand. This is a hard one. Good boy, Newman. Come on, buddy. Come on, Newman. Down. Good boy. Okay, now I'm going to start pulling a little sleight of hand. I'm going to use the treats in this hand to lure him, but I'm going to start rewarding him with the treats from behind my back. Sit. Good boy, Newman. That's a good boy. Stand. Good. Newman, down. That's a good boy. So I'm starting to, basically I want him to start to ignore the treats in this hand because he's not going to get them anymore. Sit. Sometimes you can help him sit by nudging his toes. Good sit. Come on, Newman. Come on, buddy. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, now I'm going to take the treats out of this hand altogether. Sit. That's a good boy, Newman. That's a good boy. Newman. Stand. I don't have anything there, I just faked it. I kind of pretended like I had a treat. Sit. Down. Good boy, and I'm bringing the treat in from the other hand. In other words, he's still getting a treat, but he can't tell where, when he's going to get it, and I'm pulling it out of this hand. Sit. And he's starting to learn to cue on these signals. Newman, stand. I'll fake it a little bit, like I have something here. If he's not falling for it, that tells me maybe I need to go back and use treats a little bit more. Stand, but pretty quickly down. I want to get away from them. Good, and reward from the other side. Newman, sit, down. Good boy, sit. Good boy, Newman. Newman, stand. Stand's a hard one because he can kind of look and see there's nothing there. So with that one, I've got to maybe go back to this a little bit. But the same principle applies. Then I'll reward from here. I won't give him from here. Down. Good boy. Newman, sit. That's a good boy. Take a break. Take a break. Good boy, Newman.